Oh, welcome to episode 4 of the podcast. Yeah.
Special cast today.
Yeah, we're a little short-handed. Steven's out at a Laker game. Justin's out, what is he, big boy concert? Whatever.
Yeah. He's on a date with his boyfriend.
Yeah, he's out getting laid. But today's episode, we got a stacked show. First, we're going to talk about Christopher Nolan's next movie.
You didn't finish the cast thing.
What? Oh, yeah, we got a new guy here. Sorry. Introduce yourself.
I'm Casey.
Good work. All right.
Good.
I just forgot about you.
I totally forgot about you.
You're only sitting like 3 inches to his left.
Sorry. Anyway, so am I missing anything? Can I continue with it right now?
Go ahead.
Okay. So first we're going to talk about Christopher Nolan's next movie called Interstellar. Then we're going to talk about this trailer that I've been meaning to talk about on here, but I always forget because it came out a while ago. But the trailer for Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk about the Jurassic Park 4 announcement, which I'm pumped up about.
Yeah.
And then we're going to... Wow, good job, man. Then we're going to branch off into TV. We're going to talk about Marvel's S.H.I.E.L.D. show that they're making. See what we think about that. And then we're going to bitch about the Oscar nominations. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going to shine, just letting you guys know. This is the reason why I made this podcast right here. Then we're going to jump into some reviews. Gangster Squad, Zero Dark 30. Then we'll tell you what's coming up next for the podcast. But, so let's talk about Interstellar. What do you guys think about this? I'll read the plot in a second.
Yeah.
But.
The plot looks good. I haven't seen any trailer for it.
Oh, yeah, because it just got announced.
Okay,
like,
so the plot seems interesting. I like that it's actually based off, a real, it's weird. I know, it's kind of weird. It's one of those things where it's not, like, sci-fi enough to be, like, where predictable, I guess. I mean, it's really, 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 really vague at this point.
Yeah, it's like what Inception was when that was being developed.
But it might be good.
But here's the basics of it. It says, the story involves time travel and alternate dimensions and sees a group of explorers travel through a wormhole.
Yep.
Dude, that sounds pretty epic. I'm just saying.
It can be, but, that was like the remake of Planet of the Apes, too.
Don't
Instead
ever
of a
say
group of
that
explorers.
again. You talking about the Tim Burton one?
It was a single explorer.
Fuck that movie. Oh, God.
You didn't like...
The Tim Burton one? No.
Monkey Abe Lincoln?
No, that was the dumbest ending.
That was a really bad
Tim Burton,
ending.
I believe he's gone on record saying, even I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Like, when your director doesn't know what the fuck's going on, how can this movie be good, okay?
Statue of Liberty, like, at the end in the...
In the original one, yeah, but this one...
You ever seen Fooly Cooly?
No.
I didn't know what was going on there. That was amazing.
Yeah, well, more power to you, man.
Yeah,
That doesn't hide the fact that
no
Planet of
one
the
knew
Apes
what was
sucked,
going on
dude.
there.
Planet of the Apes was pretty
just
bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have
That
been...
had a Marky Mark in it, too.
It could have been worse, but it
Mark.
was definitely not great, yeah.
No, that was bad. But I'm pumped up.
How do you make a movie about apes in the future who've taken over America good?
Well, they did.
Honestly.
Well, the new one was
The
good.
prequel.
Okay,
It was better.
touche.
It wasn't good.
Touche. I liked it a lot, actually.
It was good because there weren't humanoid apes in it.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, that actually makes me kind of worried.
Like,
for the
literally,
sequel now.
the worst part of that movie, as good as it was the ending when they were humanoid apes.
And he just randomly says something, it's like,
Touche,
oh, yeah,
yeah.
here they go.
Yeah.
And then they ended it there, and you're like, okay, good.
Yeah, good.
Never make another one.
Seriously.
Like, you could literally end that movie there as a prequel, and it would make sense on its own and be better without, like, all the stuff that we know follows.
But we know they always will.
Okay, I know we're only 3.5 minutes in, but how did we get on the topic of Planet of the Apes?
We like
The wormholes?
The wormholes?
Oh, yeah, wormholes.
Okay.
Comparison.
So I'm just pumped because Christopher Nolan, I love the Batman series, but I think he's at his best when he makes his own standalone movies.
Agreed.
Like Inception, Memento, The Prestige in particular, that was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped, dude. I'm really looking forward to this. And the fact that it's written by him and his brother. I think actually Spielberg was supposed to make this. He recently dropped out.
Do you remember whose theory it was based off of?
His theory, I believe it says here. Hold on.
Because I have done
says-
no background research on this guy.
It says Kip Thorne, a Caltech theoretical physicist, gravitational physicist, and astrophysicist. So yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds pretty cool.
All right.
I'm pumped.
Cool.
We all excited?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it always
Maybe.
makes good
Oh,
movies.
I'm confused.
Because it's Nolan, that's why.
I think it might be good, but I think it's way too vague at this point to.
Well, vague, but I mean, has he ever really made
But
a
in
bad
time,
movie?
well, hold up. And to be fair, time travel is
No,
typically time travel is very hard to get right.
Yeah, because
There's a lot of
Never been done.
there's a lot of really bad time travel movies.
Well,
it was a
Back to the
Sound of
Future
Thunder.
is fantastic.
No, Sound of Thunder was a pretty bad one.
Yeah, well, Back to the Future is only fantastic because Christopher Lloyd and
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they got worse as they went along.
that is true. Right. I like Looper a lot.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
No, yeah.
We'll talk about that later in the Oscar section.
They did get worse as they went along.
Yeah, no, they got pretty bad.
I did like
the second one was okay.
It was cool that they were back to back though. That was pretty cool.
Well, yeah. But
I like the ending of the second one.
The first one was it was original at the time.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole awesome DeLorean.
It's a shame he couldn't warn Marty of...
Marty!
You know, that's probably too soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should start investing research now, Marty!
Anyway, back to... I'm just happy because, like, you never hear any movies about wormholes. You know?
I think the only one that I remember.
That sounded kind of dirty.
Again, Planet of the Apes.
Damn it, Ian, don't bring up that fucking movie.
It's wormholes.
That movie came out fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah, but you're talking about wormholes. And
still, but...
That's a wormhole.
Okay, they hardly make movies about wormholes, okay?
Yeah.
And this one, coming from one of the best directors working right now, I'm a little excited. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's always making the great dark movies.
When's that come out, by the way? Hold on, let me look this up. Keep talking. Talk, damn it.
Wormholes.
No,
Fuck it, I don't know what it's coming out. But, yeah, so we all agree that looks pretty cool.
Suggested there's giant space worms somewhere.
Maybe.
Time space worms.
Maybe they know something we don't.
Well,
Words cannot describe how lost I am right now. Okay. All right. Moving on to the Pacific Rim trailer from Guillermo del Toro. What did you guys think about that?
Okay. I said this earlier before we even did the podcast, but it's I predict it's going to be a bomb, obviously. But that said, guilty pleasure fun. I want to see giant robots beat the shit out of giant CG monsters.
As do I. Yeah.
I don't care if it's just 2 hours of like a robot beating the living crap out of a monster in the city. I just want to see giant robots beating the crap out of monsters.
I'm just mad at Guillermo del Toro because he's the last like 5 or 6 years he's been bailing. He's been like committing to projects and bailing on them. Like he was supposed to make The Hobbit. He was originally supposed to make. I don't know if they were going to split into 2 at that point or 3.
I'm kind of glad Peter Jackson stuck with that.
I'm glad too, but I'm just saying he was supposed to make The Hobbit. He was supposed to make At the Mountains of Madness, which you guys familiar with that? The fantasy thing.
Not familiar.
Well, that sounds amazing. And then he always produces stuff, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's produced like Mama coming out." They're like, "Oh, that's gonna be great. It's produced by Guillermo del Toro."
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
You know what else was produced by him? Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, and that movie was terrible. So I'm not happy at all. I'm never sold on just his name alone. Okay,
remember that one.
That movie fucking sucked.
But he did do that.
It was beyond bad.
He did. Pan's Labyrinth was honestly the one movie that I liked from him. I don't like any of the Hellboys.
But it's I guess you can't give a director credit for just one movie because if that was the case,
and that's what people are doing.
M. Night might still have some respect left. But
Touché.
As we all know,
Nicely done,
seeing his name on the trailer of even a good-looking film will make
Causes
most
people to laugh.
turn away.
His trailers are good.
His trailers are good.
Dude, they're always... He makes the best trailers.
His trailers are good, but his twists are annoying, predictable, and boring.
Yeah. Well, you know... What was it? What was the one he just did? The Devil or...
Oh, he produced that one. Yeah,
that was a while ago. Yeah,
he produced that one.
I
was wondering.
I think he wrote it. No. You know what? I think he might have written it.
It was pretty good.
No, he produced it.
Yeah, I know he produced it, but he might have written it as well. I just know he didn't direct it.
The fact was he wasn't directing it.
Yeah. I think honestly, I think he's a good director. I think Shyamalan's a good director. He's just a terrible writer.
Okay, yeah. You know, obviously, Sixth Sense, amazing. I liked Unbreakable.
That's what
I know a lot of people didn't like that.
Didn't see it.
I liked Unbreakable.
That's pretty good.
Glass Man.
I like Signs, to be honest with you. I like Signs.
I didn't like Signs.
I liked it.
Okay, hold on. Signs had the I like Signs up until the point where they explain that
they're afraid of water.
When they first show the alien, that is like the dumbest reveal.
What? You don't like the birthday party?
We have footage here.
That was
like a hallway, and the alien just kind of walks across looking at him.
That was actually creepy as hell the first time I saw that part.
But then you think about it afterwards, and it's just like, he reminds me of someone I work with. He walks across the hall. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
He just walks across and looks at the camera, and it's just like, okay, and it looks like a very generic alien.
Yes.
And then on top of that, like the dumbest shit. Like, I can't get over this fact. Oh, the aliens were weak to water. Maybe they shouldn't have invaded a planet covered mostly in water. Like, they can travel.
I don't know. Okay.
They can travel across the galaxy, but of water.
I don't know why we randomly started ranting about M. Night Shyamalan, but I'm sure glad we did, man.
Yeah,
this is great.
Point though, man.
Because and
then the whole scene where it's like invisible in his pantry. Okay, again, these things can travel across the galaxy, but a door confounds them.
Dude, those damn doorknobs, man, they're tough to face, man. I'm telling you.
He dropped me with this confounded door device.